well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football, he's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, 43 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He hits White, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Come on, come on.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Trubisky will throw, sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that's the first NFL catch for Cortland Sutton. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Steps away. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking deep for Demarius. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Trubisky. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Von Miller. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Jones on the return. Slips past him.
Here we go.
Back alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
11.
On second down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, all the way down at the 21-yard line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. 11, 2.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go ahead. Here we go. Like 20. 21. Here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is incomplete. 1:58 to go in this 1st half of play. Back to Denver right after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it in run. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 180.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I
would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Leopard!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. It's Daniel, and he's going to go down again. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Keenum. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously. But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On 1st down, it's Daniel. And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Daniel looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
After the interception, here's Keenum. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, Keenum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. From the 50, it's Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Keenum now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Keenum, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. He completes it right side and right. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes it
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he stopped immediately there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. A quick hitter complete. It's White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Keenum. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Daniel. And Miller with it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there, he hits the reliable target. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant.
And he will go down inside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the red zone now, Daniel. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again is Daniel. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Derek Wolfe in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Daniel now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
That's complete to White. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Booker on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. A shotgun snap for Keenum. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now Daniel on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Out of the gun, Daniel. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DeMarcus Walker in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Throwing on second down, Daniel. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Gone, gone! Gone, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now Daniel on third and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Keenum now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Throwing now, Keenum. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there, 97 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Leopard! Back 99!
Daniel on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Daniel now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to the air. Daniel on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They fake the give. Daniel. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Domatopeko in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Detroit!
Third and long, it's Daniel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
No, not running. Keenum wants to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Keenum now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the 50, it's Keener. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Throwing on first down is Keener. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home.